As a graphic designer, you've come across motion flyers. If not, this is what I mean. So what you are seeing right here were static flyers brought to life in Adobe After Effects, and I'm sure you want to know more about this. Hi there, I'm Emmanuel, and welcome to the Ultimate Flyer Animation Crash Course with Cook Graphics, from 2D to 3D flyer animation in Adobe After Effects. Okay, so in Photoshop, we will do this in Photoshop, Illustrator, and Affinity. Okay, so in Photoshop, let's see how we can just do this photo. You can get this photo, you can go to Pinterest and you can easily get one of these from Inspired Designs. Okay, so get a rectangle tool, okay, in Photoshop, and just create a rectangle with same height and length like that. Okay, so we got this. Now you can reduce the opacity so that we can see what's behind this. Okay, all right, now grab the pen tool like this. So wherever it curves, we are going to click there. Okay, so click here, all right, and click here, click here, and click here. Oh, sorry, make sure you click on the path. Okay, on the green path, make sure you click there and then click here. All right, so now we need this middle portion that will curve, so just click the middle. Make sure you center it. Okay, you can use the ruler, Control Alt, the rulers will appear to just guide you on that. You can use this to center, then click there, use the ruler to center, and click there. All right, after that, hit A on the keyboard. You grab the direct selection tool, just click the middle portion, hold shift to move down in a straight line like that. Okay, good. After this, come and click here and move straight down like that. Now you got anchor points, so click this. You can get rid of, select the move to get rid of this ruler, drag and drop it outside like that. Okay, so select the A back, you select this anchor point, you see handles, you can drag. So what you're going to do is you drag to the right, then you push these guys to the left. But to start with, click this anchor point and drag back. Okay, hold shift to always move in a straight line like this, and click this anchor point, drag back somewhere here. Okay, now you drag this back, hold shift to fall in line with this curve, drag this handle to fall in line with this curve. We will tweak that once this comes inwards, it will change. So click this and drag inwards like that. You see that this has moved out of place. Click this, move it. Okay, click the bottom handle, drag left. Okay, click this, drag, hey, drag right still. All right, that's cool though. And click this one. Now you see this guy here, you can just drag this one inside a little bit like that. Click this, and over here you can drag this one inside like that, and push this one to inside like that, and push this one inside to the womb. Hey, no, like to you get what I mean. All right, click this, drag back, click this, drag back to spread like you are spreading legs. Okay, spread the legs. Click here, drag, sorry, make sure you click this. In case you deselect, click on the shape like this, the anchor points will appear. Okay, click this guy, drag here, click, drag here, and click, use this for handle to drag inwards like that. Use this for handle to drag inwards like that. Okay, so that is, I'm not tweaking anything again. Cool. As for the corners, it's between you and Jesus. Okay, so with the middle ones you can just create rectangles, easy peasy. And in the properties, go to window, properties, somewhere here. I'm not even pointing on that. And just we've done this if you don't know where it is. All right, just drag, and the radius in the properties radius. Okay, good. And after that, just duplicate, hold Alt on the keyboard to duplicate. You can stretch this up a little bit. Now if we hide the bottom one, and you just bring the opacity of this. Okay, you got it. You see, it's not that perfect. You can see, let's just control T on this, and let's bring it inside like that. Okay, maybe cool. And we can drag it up a little. Right, cool. So probably this is cool. You won't get it's like how you want it, but cool. If we drag it back more, maybe we can get it. Now let's go to Illustrator. You can also create it in Illustrator and import and change the colors. That one is better. Okay, so let's see. All right, so you can also do this in Illustrator and then import in Photoshop and use it. Okay, so in Illustrator, quite easy, same process. You just grab your rectangle, create a rectangle on top like that. Okay, up here you can change the opacity down so that we can see what's going on. Now with the same rectangle, just create a rectangle like this on top. All right, you can change the color so that you can see what you're doing. All right, now with this one, what we need to do is just grab the direct selection tool. Okay, and you can lower this the opacity of this. It's just that we are trying to get what, so you can see the shape is there already. So click this side. Okay, click this and drag to the left so that it falls in line with this. Click this and drag to the right so that it falls in line. So click this other side. Okay, and we just have to make sure it falls in line on the line like that. So drag this to the left like that. So let's push a little. Okay, and let's bring it here a little. Okay, so I think this is cool, right? If it is not cool, you know what I'm trying to show you here. All right, so this is it. You are done. Just select, click here, hold shift on the keyboard, click here. You will see these guys, just round them inwards like that. Good. Now you can bring up the opacity of this guy. So select it up here, you can bring it to 100. Alt on the keyboard, click, duplicate one here. Okay, now when you click on the green, you will select the shape that we created earlier, bring the opacity up. We got this. Now what we are going to do is just select this guy, hold shift, click the green, still holding shift, click the blue over here. So we have these three selected. Go to window, you will see Pathfinder. Okay, once you click the Pathfinder, these guys will pop up. We have the add or unite, we have the subtract or minus front. Okay, so there's minus front. The second one, click the minus front. Once you click the minus front, you got this. Now come and select the direct selection tool. Once you select it, you will see these circular blue guys in here. So all you can do is that, you see, you can drag and select this one, this one, this one, and this one. So you drag over them like this. Okay, only don't drag over everything or even come down here. These endpoints, just drag over them. If you are finding it difficult to, just click the side, hold shift, and be clicking these guys. Okay, only the four over here. You will see these blue things, just drag them inside. Simple as that. All right, ABC. If you want to round these corners too, you can click here, hold shift, click these two guys, and you can round them in as well. After this, even after this, you can simply drag and drop them in Photoshop. Okay, they will come as vector smart whatever. And with this from here, you can see this one is quite good, but it's almost the same. From here, if you want to change color of this, okay, if you want to change the color of this, you can oh, it opened. What did I just do? You can just double click over here or come to FX blending options, and from the blending options you have color overlay, so you can tweak the color from here. You can give it any color that you want. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. All right, so that is that. Now let's move on to Affinity. All right, so in Affinity it's almost the same. You can use the same process. So if you have this guy selected like that, make sure you lock it, okay, because it might interrupt. Okay, so after that, grab the rectangle tool, okay, and create rectangle. You can change the color, it doesn't matter. What matters is the opacity. Okay, so just lower the opacity so that you can see. All right, now create another rectangle like that. Okay, grab the move tool and position the bottom to touch here like that. Okay, so good. Now with this one, you hit A on the keyboard for the node 2. Okay, so A will select the node 2, but with the node 2 you can't node this up unless you right click and convert to curves. So convert to curves, and you can click this anchor point, drag to the hold shift to move in a straight line like that. Okay, click here and make sure it falls in line with that line over here. Okay, I think I've shifted this. Oh, yeah, okay, so make sure it falls in line with that. All right, so tweak it, and after that you just the two below it, corner 2, once you click it you can select this guy, hold shift, click this guy, and again click and drag inwards like that. You have this. Okay, you can curve it like this and you're good to go. So duplicate one here as well, and let me zoom in and make sure it falls on it like that. Anyway, all right, so select everything. You can bring the opacity to 100. Okay, so you can change the colors in case you want to see them. Now select everything. Since you have the background image locked up here, default, you have the subtract in here. Once you click it, you will subtract. Okay, just like that, just subtract up here, then you subtract. If you can't find it, just right click, and I think where should we go, geometry, right, and subtract. Over here you will subtract. Good. After that, click this and select the node 2. You can drag over these guys, select the corner 2, and you can round the corners like that. Good, you're good to go. So after this you can save this, and if for this guy also you can just click and create a rectangle like this. Okay, and grab the corner 2, you can select the whole thing like this and grab the corner 2 and just so I'm just cornering to one side. So with the corner 2 you can select this, click, hold shift and click the 4. Now release shift and click inside like that, like drag inside. You just round the corners like this. Okay, and you just duplicate, select this guy, hold alt on the keyboard, duplicate, you can place your blah 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 on top of it like that. Okay, good. So that is that. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. You can save this as PNG and import in Photoshop and use the overlay. All right, so those cool graphics. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.